Hey guys and welcome, this is Creative Subdivide, and in this video we are going to learn about collisions, tags and a lot of different stuff. So let's get started. Now practically I've just created an obstacle right in there, which is here. You can see. Although I'm going to delete the obstacle for now so that you can do it from start. So for creating an obstacle you go to 3D object, cube. And I know how I'm a cube, all the cubes reach there. Really. Now I'm going to bring the cube a little bit closer in the distance, which I think is good enough. Go to scale, size a little bit big, and then what I'm going to do is I have created an obstacle material, and I'm going to apply it to that. Now practically what I'm going to do is now I'm going to go to the player. There's my player, and I'm going to add a component that is play collision, and I'm gonna create it a new script. Oh, sorry, I've created one, so I'm gonna delete this one. Yeah, so you don't need to pay attention to this. I just by mistake forgot to delete things, and now okay, I'm gonna create a new script that is play collision. It's taking a little bit of time to load, actually that's causing a problem. And I can see that right in here I'm going to create an ad, and what it's going to do is it's going to add a new script. Let me open this player collision. And I clicked open, and right in there reload solution. Now practically the first thing we need to do is we need to name this from cube to obstacle, because that's an obstacle. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to firstly delete all these two methods, and I'm going to create a new method that is void. Oh, my battery is really low. Void and on collision enter. So practically this is a method provided by Unity, and it acts when it collides with something. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to create if, and before creating the if, let me just keep the parameters of this thing. So I'm going to firstly write collision, and I'm going to name a variable for this col. The col is a variable for anything that it collides with. If col dot game object dot name is double equals to obstacle, right in there I'm going to put it, and right in there I'm going to write the line of debug dot log, and I'm going to write this v hit an obstacle. So practically what it's doing is it's an if statement which tells that this anything that it collides with becomes col. Game object, this is the which makes it a game. If it is a game object, it kind of says it's a game object, is with the name of obstacle. If it's a game object with the name of obstacle, then it's gonna write this. So firstly, we don't have a lot of objects right in there, so I'm gonna save assets to player collision, and I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna test it out. And it's taking a little bit of time to load. That's normal with Unity. Actually, the Unity takes a little bit of time. And we hit an obstacle. Okay, so we hit an obstacle. Not bad. Now the point is that clear this. Yeah, the point is that what I saw that the movement was not smooth enough. So firstly we'll do a little bit of editing in the movement, and that is on our my arbiter add force. Firstly you're going to keep a comma and add another parameter that is force mode dot velocity change. So force mode is actually a mode that does change the physics of force, and velocity change is a mode in force mode which removes acceleration and does everything zoo. It means it is going to be the maximum speed from starting till end. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to run it, and I'm going to see this movement to be pretty fast. You also try it yourself and you're going to come to know that. Yeah, so see it. And we hit an obstacle. Now another thing that I want to say is that this name thing is really crippled, because you know that there can be thousands of obstacles and you can't name each one to be obstacles. In that case you need to use tag. Tag is just a category. If it falls under this category, then it's gonna create it's gonna react to that in that way. Practically I have created an obstacle tag here, so I'm gonna create an obstacle 1 tag here. Okay, so I'm gonna go to obstacle, I'm gonna add obstacle 1, then I'm gonna go right in here and I'm gonna change it to tag, and I'm going to just add the value of 1 here. Yeah, that's what it is. Now I'm gonna save this, save assets, play collision, and now also let me just clear firstly this console. Yeah, so we need to clear this, and then what we need to do is need to put play. So if I've written the right spelling, then it's gonna work fine. Or if I've written the wrong spelling, then it's not gonna work, as in this case. And this is because attack, yeah. So what I've done is I've added a space, and the space is causing the problem. So if I wrote it like this, then it would have been better, although. And if I just went right in here and changed it to obstacle 1, that is why I avoid adding space to things, because although you can do it with an underscore, but yeah, for easier words, you need to just keep it in that way, and it will take a little bit of time to load. That's the problem with Unity most of the time. We hit an obstacle. Okay, so we hit an obstacle right here. Now I wanted to do a specific function rather than just printing we hit an obstacle, so I'm going to do destroy. As the name suggests, it destroys things. Dot game object, destroy game object, and I'm gonna print this here, and I'm gonna just print save assets, and I'm gonna go here, and when now you see the magic. It doesn't print we hit an obstacle, instead it prints something else. It destroys itself. Okay, so this is destroy. Now I want it to load again when it's done. So that is, you can do that by pressing using Unity engine, which is here, using Unity engine dot scene management. So scene management is there for transition between scene and things. So I'm gonna apply a scene manager. Scene manager, as the name suggests, it manages scene dot load scene. So I'm connecting the scene manager to this load scene. Load scene loads the scene, the one which we want to load, and right in there I'm gonna name the scene, that is good tut. Okay, so it's gonna load the scene with the name of good tut, which is practically our scene. So firstly I'm gonna save the scene so that everything remains as it is, and then I'm going to run my program. I'm going to so yeah, I'm going to run my program. So you're going to see that we are currently loading the scene again and again. And what I think is that there is no need for doing this destroy game object, because that's something that's really vague. So now what you can do is you can save this assets and go here and then play things. So what is gonna, because when it destroys the game object, actually that is a really small moment and that's not affecting things. So you're gonna see that we are starting one and again. Although if you really like the effect like I did, you can add this. So and that actually happens because I've tested out these things. So that's it for this video, everybody. Hope you really liked it and learned about collisions in Unity. So thanks for watching, and please subscribe and don't forget to hit the like button.